fuzz people again, or any kind of pedal people, or people that want to have fun and be inspired. I don't know. We're looking at the Automat Audio Devices. I did that wrong in the last video because it's not Automat, it's Automat Audio Devices, AAD. And they have a website, which is, I said last time I didn't know if they have the website, but if I could read, then that would help. And the website is automatAudioDevices.com. Right? So, automatic gratification. I love their packaging. I love the graphics. And on the actual package, there's a little manual and suggested settings, so you can't really lose it. Also, it doesn't tell you too much what it does, but I wrapped my head around it and I figured it out. But before I could wrap my head around it, this thing was in a box, which we're gonna
Circuit hum like a city asleep, wires twisted in a promise to keep. Peter's hands built that growl in the dark. Automat audio, the lightning spark. Crank it up, feel the thunders roar. Speakers shaking, rattle the floor. A fuzz pedal with soul of its own, born from the fire where legends are grown. Automat dream, make the amp scream. Turn your clean tone into a raw stream. Peter's craft sets the sound ablaze. Fuzz takes you to the edge of the haze.
What's always the next thing that we do in these videos? We're gonna show you some product shots and some sounds, and off we go. For some reason, on the day where I was recording some of these noodle tracks for these videos, I was very uninspired, or something happened, or I don't know, and I played like complete shit. But it's funny, so watch me not knowing how to play guitar with this thing right about now. So what is the Triplegänger? Well, first of all, it's made by my good friend Peter Ahrens, who is the man behind Ampete, that he's the Pete behind Ampete. And he is the guy behind the resurgence of the SLO 100 and Synergy modules and Tone King amps and so many other products of the last recent years, Bad Cat amps. He's one of the most respected amp designers in the business. And he has now his own brand, in addition to Ampete, Automat Audio Devices. I can't, but I think Automat is brilliant. So this is what the Triplegänger looks like. And if I could only read, I could have figured out earlier what it is. The parallel is key, because I thought it's two fuzzes, then why would it be called triple heading? You're such an idiot. And I thought fuzz 1 feeds into fuzz 2 and you're stacking them and that's just too much. But no. It says in pretty readable, legible letters, parallel, triple, fuzzes, yes. So what we got here is failure to communicate. No, what? That's from a song. It's actually from a song, which was it from a movie. We got fuzz and level. That's all you can do for fuzz 1, technically. We got fuzz and level. That's all you can do for fuzz 2, technically, right? And you can run these in parallel because they can have different flavors. So fuzz 1 has fuzz 1 flavor. Can't really switch it because you can switch fuzz 2. So in parallel, you can have a low gain fuzz and a super high gain splattery spitty one, okay? In parallel. So you spitty attack on top of a more gainy sustained bass or substance core, not bass as in dung dung dung. Octave is gonna make number two, poop. Octave is, I'm 12 years old somewhere. Octave is an octave fuzz. Double, I actually don't know, and the box doesn't tell me, so we're gonna have to use our ears, right? So you can mix that in with whatever you got set here if you have them both on. Love these lights, by the way. They're pretty bright from the top, but maybe we have another camera that can show them. They look more subtle when I look at them. Yeah, and I love it. Green and orange. I love the stepping in here. That's absolutely brilliant. Everything top loaded. And the lettering on the back of the fuzz is actually upside down so that when you're on your pedal board and you're looking down at it, you can actually read what the fuck it says. Obviously, it's 9-volt powered and all that good stuff. That's what fuzz number 2 can be. Fuzz number 1 always is fuzz number 1. But then there's also a sub. So you can have a low octave. So there aren't just 3 fuzzes, 1, 2, and the sub octave. But there's also 3 octaves. The main one, the sub, and the octave above if you so choose for number 2. Poop. Get it? And then there's treble and bass and output. Because you can really push these for tonal reasons and then make this kind of your main mix knob or output knob. Get it? Great. Then we're gonna play it. It's a little bit yellowish here, which it actually isn't. It's pretty damn white. But interestingly, these are better, yep.
Can you take the box out of the...
I get yelled at for boxes and pictures. Interestingly, white pedals are the most difficult to film. Strange. Something about white balance and cameras. This is my Fibonacci erotic. You've seen it in recent videos if you are a frequenter of the channel. Paul Ferro neck. Oh my God, I love Paul Ferro and Rosewood necks. It's a set neck. We've got an insane swamp ash body here, which is curved like a Spectre bass. They make their own bridge, pickups, rings. I put these knobs on there. I might switch them out. It's an ebony fretboard, nothing in the fretboard other than my logo. Didn't tell them anything, they just made this for me. It has a brass nut. It's a massively high-end guitar with right now single coils going into the Tone King Imperial. Or humbucker. Start with single coils. And fuzz number 1, kind of centery. Oh, and of course, right here, this switch tells you whether the sub is on number 1, number 2, or both of them. Right now, we're gonna have it off. Put it on number 2. Number 2, that's poop. playable fuzz. It's more like an overdrive with fuzz cousins, which is great. That's how I like it. Now, if we engage the octave, we got a lower octave. And you might want to play single notes because that's kind of a synthy kind of tracking thing. As far as I understand it, it is going in parallel, so it's not like going through the fuzz, it's its own thing, which is why when I turned the fuzz volume down, the octave was still there. Let's go to number 2. Again, that's poop. On splatter. Dirty, filthy, spitty. So if we put number 1 in there, so you got the spittiness, but you have the other one in there. You know, if you know what I mean. Now we got an octopus. Traditionally, it starts kind of in this area to really pop out. Down here, you don't hear the octave as loudly. So if you want to underline that with a bit more meat, and now we bring in the lower octaves and we got tres octaves, as they say somewhere. That's nasty shit. So, do you turn that off? Okay, that is off now. What is happening when we go to double? Ah, it's now like the first one. It's a double of the first one because it's neither splatter nor octave. Let me try that. Now we just have, if we have both of them on, then we have both of them on. That's pretty fun. And the special thing about the Automat Audio Devices fuzzes is, I mean, fuzzes do this, but they do this really well, is volume control. I mean, it's really cranked now. Impressive. And I was about to close out the video, but then Leslie would have yelled at me like, "You didn't go into other amps." because she just loves it when these videos get longer. The Bombshell Overdrive by Amplified Nation is a Dumble clone of the finest caliber. Yep. Marshall modified 59, Plexi something. Sounds like so. Let's go crazy with the JCM 800 modified. So, Triplegänger, Automat Audio Devices from the brilliant Peter Ahrens. And again, just like on the Rara Abyss, where I said whether you want the spitty, roll back your volume kind of fuzz-facey thing, or the bigger muffy thing, it kind of covers a lot. This covers other things you would want from a fuzz. Lower octaves, it's got that. The octave fuzz high thing, it's got that. Underline that with a not octavized fuzz. Three octaves in one, yes. Big riffs, yes. Push your amp, yes. Use it as a more subtle overdrivey fuzz, yes. It does cover a shit ton of fuzzesquitudes. And if there are things that you need an octavey fuzz for, this does it all, and then some. Very unique with the parallel, love that. Once you wrap your head around it, brilliant. All you need to do is be able to read. It says it right there on the damn thing. For the people that are not that much into fuzzes, that's what Derek from Rev said. Yeah, I'm not into fuzzes, but these are fun. Exactly. If you're into fuzzes, it's even more fun. I can't tell you more than that. Please go to the website. I don't know how much this thing is. I have no idea. Product provided for this video, no money exchange hands. It's Peter. He's an old friend. He makes a new product. I look at it. That's what we do. Thanks, Peter, for sending this. Go to the website, check it out. Use the links, please. That always helps me. In this case, I don't know how, but it probably does. Also, subscribe to the channel because it really helps me. Like, we're getting close to 200,000, and I think you should subscribe if you watch more than 2 videos of mine a year. Actually, if you watch no videos of mine a year, subscribe anyway. Be kind, subscribe. That's what we do. And animals at the end.
To last, this too shall pass. Now you're left without a thing. But once you're freed from all possessions, you're feeling richer than a king. Feel you found the right direction. And when all the stars align, better take that as a sign. Remember, nothing's built to last. This too shall pass. There ain't no summer without rain. There ain't no fall without the gain.